Picture yourself in a boat on a river.
It's coming to me!
Tangerine trees and marmalade skies. Somebody calls you,
Diversity.
you answer quite slowly. A girl with colliders.
Anytime you have diversity, I think it's a good thing. It adds a lot to the community, brings in a bunch of different ideas and aspects. And you know, if I were to make a guess, I would say that's going to be good for economics.
Actually, I think it's a good thing. It brings people in that normally wouldn't come because they have wonderful curiosity about what they're not familiar with in a new town or something. So we have a lot of people come through this shop, for instance, that just are very curious about what we have, and they're very excited. Sometimes they're very happy to see all the different things that we have. So that's one thing. It also, the cultural diversity is wonderful when it comes to things like food, because everybody can partake of different cultural, you know, things that we wouldn't normally have in a regular town that maybe would just be more meat and potatoes in the Midwest.
Well, I would say we are lucky in this town for a rural small town in Iowa because of having the MUM college here. That brings a lot of diversity to Fairfield, and a lot of those people are entrepreneurs and are starting new businesses. But just because of the size of our town, we're also really lucky because that draws people into schools. We have Cambridge, which is huge. We have a lot of businesses that draw a lot of different types of people from all over the United States. So in that respect, I think that we are lucky compared to a lot of small rural towns that are struggling to keep businesses open. They're not starting a lot of new businesses. We have a square that's full of life, really. We have, I think, probably every storefront is full. And so that's what drives our economy. People staying in this town and working in this town and purchasing items in this town. We have a new Hy-Vee, we have a new Walmart coming in. So I think that we're pretty lucky, especially during these times, these economic times where businesses are closing and small towns are not growing at all. I would say we're very lucky.
The Fairfield Arts and Convention Center is a big deal in Fairfield. It brings in a lot of cultural diversity with its many plays. It opened in 2007 and is an interesting retreat by day and a jewel Fairfield by night. The center is home to the Stephen Sondheim Center for the Performing Arts, the first building in the United States to be named for celebrated composer/lyricist Stephen Sondheim. The theater features an intimate 522 proscenium theater. Other things Fairfield is known for is its restaurants per capita is more than Las Vegas. It is the second in the nation. Also, it is known for MUM, which attracts many people world-round to come to its unique campus. There are over 60 cultures represented in Fairfield.
I mean, there are so many cultural opportunities here in Fairfield that I probably wouldn't have stayed in an Iowa town of 10,000 had there not been those opportunities. And I really think that they're brought by all the kinds of diverse people that are here. Not to mention restaurants, which is very nice. You know, it's not very many towns of 10,000 where you can eat Indian, Japanese, Chinese, all kinds of things in one evening, which is very nice.
MUM campus is a unique place to the north of Fairfield. This brings in many different types of people from all around the world. Currently at MUM there are 2 students from China, 1 from Taiwan, and a couple from Japan. There's also some Ethiopian kids there as well. Fairfield is also known for its entrepreneurship. There are many places around the square, like the At Home store, which have started up and is now thriving in our small economy. The art walks are also a very big thing in Fairfield. In 2003, 3,000 people attended out of the 10,000 people that live here. The art walks was started in 2002 by Stacy Herlin and are still a very big thing today.
Cultural diversity brings a lot of people into our community. The MUM, for example, brings a lot of people from around the world into a special.
I work at Everybody's, which is a section off of Whole Foods, so we carry a lot of products that are Ayurvedic, which brings a lot of money and helps our economy that way. A lot of people are interested in Ayurvedic stuff nowadays. It's kind of the new hip thing, and so
cultural diversity in Fairfield. Luckily, I think we have a very diverse town, and I think it's a good thing because culture represents, different nations, different beliefs and ideas and religions, and whether it's having a bunch of restaurants from all over the world or having a bunch of people from all over the world, it affects the society, but in a way it also affects the economy. Everyone brings in their own ideas and their own thoughts, and they put them to use towards the economy in this town and to make us hopefully prosperous. There's a lot of entrepreneurship in this town because of the cultural diversity, and that's always a good thing, I think.
And that's how it's going to be.
Thank you.